Now, the Trump administration, in a huge move in favor of the fossil fuel industry, has decided to open up nearly all coastal water across the United States for oil drilling, so oil and gas exploration. So, congratulations, oil and gas companies. You now have the entire coastline, or nearly the entire coastline, to go and drill for oil. Wonderful. Now, this proposal lifts an Obama-era ban on drilling that was imposed, obviously, by Barack Obama. Because, of course, if Obama did it, then Trump obviously has to reverse it. He feels compelled for some reason. Did Obama do this? Yes, he did? Okay, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Wonderful. Now, this, of course, is happening while we're having the hottest year on record. I know it doesn't feel like it, especially where I'm at. Since right now, most of the East Coast is being hit by something called a bomb cyclone, which sounds both horrible and kind of awesome at the same time. But I do have to remind people that just because it's cold in North America in the middle of winter in January does not necessarily mean that climate change is not real. It may seem like climate change is completely fake to you in one little tiny area, but climate is a global thing and weather is completely different. I know I have to make that distinction to some people because they just don't seem to get it. But anyway. But here, what we're doing is we're going to open up more drilling across the entire coast of the United States. Now, interestingly enough, this has a lot of even Republicans saying, hold on, wait a minute. For that, I go to the New York Times, who writes that some of these states are led by Republicans, like Governor Rick Scott of Florida, where the tourism industry was hit hard by the Deepwater Horizon rig disaster in 2010 that killed 11 people and spilled millions of gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. Turns out, having oil-laden beaches, bad for tourism, also bad for fishing, also bad for whatever industry relies on the ocean. Okay. Now, Governor Scott, obviously wanting to protect that, vowed on Thursday to protect the state's coastline from drilling, saying that he would raise the issue with Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke. He said, quote, I have asked to immediately meet with Secretary Zinke to discuss the concerns I have with this plan and the crucial need to remove Florida from consideration. My top priority is to ensure that Florida's natural resources are protected. And of course, you also had Senator Marco Rubio coming out against this plan as well. And actually working with Democrats in Florida as well, the Democratic senator, to say, hey, wait a minute, we don't want this. We actually don't want this in Florida. It would be very, very bad. And it's not just Florida. There's actually more states, but the governors of New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, California, Oregon, and Washington have all opposed the offshore drilling plans. Virginia's Governor-elect Ralph Northam said in a statement Thursday that expanding drilling would jeopardize his state's tourism and fishing industries as well as military installations. Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina called drilling a critical threat to his state's economy. Quote, Mr. Zinke said the drilling plan was part of a new path for energy dominance in America, but he said he planned to speak with Governor Scott and other state leaders before the proposal was finalized. Quote, it's not going to be done overnight. Now, I love this. Wait, energy dominance. We're dominating energy. That is absolutely a Trumpism, right? Hey, energy, we're going to dominate you. By what? Drilling all over the coastline? You know, it's funny, a lot of these Republican governors, and I was going to go back to say this about Rick Scott, they don't want this because, guess what? It's not in my backyard. That's what this is about. No, I actually don't want these gigantic drilling operations happening in my state. No, it's fine if it's somebody else's state, but if it's my state, but wait a minute. If oil and gas is so clean and so wonderful, why would you not want it? If it created so many jobs, why would you not want it in your backyard? It seems like, I don't know, whenever you try to bring that up, deflect, deflect, deflect. But anyway, look, if we actually wanted to dominate energy, we could actually do something different. How about we invest in solar and alternative energies? You know, the energy sources that will never run out. But on that, we're not dominating. We've actually ceded a lot of ground to the Chinese, which is sad because a lot of the job growth in America recently has been in solar. So, but nonetheless, China is kicking our ass when it comes to solar energy. Now, you know that they're actually building a highway made of solar panels. Yeah, they came up with an interesting new way to do it, involving different layers to make sure that they protect the actual solar panels in the middle from the top and the bottom. It's actually fascinating. But of course, in America, what we're doing is we're just opening more oil and gas. Wonderful. I wonder if that has to do with the millions and millions of dollars spent lobbying politicians. I wonder if that has anything to do with this decision. Gee, I can't tell. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.